think it's time to begin to bring your beauty out from within. You're so beautiful, sincerely beautiful. So tell me what you want to know. Hello, my beautiful people. This is Angie from Sincerely Beautiful. This is my first broadcast, podcast, vlog, I guess is what you'd like to call it. So still figuring out how I want to do everything, but I wanted to share just 5 great ways that I have for you to get and have and keep healthy hair. So these are just a couple of tips for you guys, and that's what my channel is going to be about, sharing my knowledge with you and through learning. So I also want you guys to, put in the comments what things you want to know about. Tell me what kind of tips you want to see, what kind of videos you want me to share, what kind of topics you want to talk about. And so as my channel starts to grow, hopefully you and your hair and your inside beauty will continue to grow as well. So I always tell my clients when they come to see me, there's things that I consistently do, not only to my hair, but to their hair as well. And that's what keeps it healthy. That's how it all starts. So the first thing is having a regular trim. Now, when I say a trim, it's typically about 1/4 of an inch. And there are some people that are scissy happy and they will cut off more than what you need. So when I say trim, it's usually the split ends. I make a joke. I say that it looks like the ends of your hair has a rat that's been chewing on it. So when you see that, it's time for a trim. But you want to try to get to it before it gets to that point. Regularly, I usually say once a season. So as the seasons change, you want to make sure that you're doing your maintenance for your hair as well. You maintain your car, why wouldn't you maintain your hair? So what I try to say is 1/4 of an inch to 1/2 an inch. You're going to remove that about every 3 months. And, eventually you're going to get to the point where you're going to be growing more than what you're trimming off, as long as it's healthy. If you don't trim it off, it's going to start shredding from the ends up, and you're not going to have healthy hair either way. So you want to make sure you're also cutting it in the state that you wear it the most. So if you wear your hair curly, find somebody who specializes in curly haircuts, textured cuts. I like to tell people I specialize in textured hair. There is not a hair texture that I don't love to work on. But then also, if you wear your hair straight more than often, you're going to want to straighten it out and then cut it that way. That helps to kind of not only keep the style correct for you, but you're going to see the difference of your hair as well. So make sure whoever's doing it for you, hopefully it's a professional, because I would love for a professional at least to do these maintenance things for you, but make sure that they cut it in the state that you wear it the most. So going on to number 2 out of the list of 5, you want to make sure you are doing regular treatments. Now, when I talk about treatments, it's not just being nice to your hair. You want to make sure that you're doing different treatments based on what your hair is lacking. And again, that once a season is what we're doing as far as regular, about every 3 months as the seasons change. So you want to do protein if your hair is needing strength. And yes, you can overdo it and you can do it incorrectly. So again, I recommend you going to a professional, at least making sure that that kind of treatment and trim is done at the same time. If you're lacking moisture, you want to talk about doing deep conditioners, mask, creamy, heavy things that are going to intensify the moisture of your hair. When you're doing a hot oil or essential oil, whether it's by steam or just putting it into the hair intensely, that's going to help you with not only shine, but also scalp therapy is what I focus on when I'm doing those essential oil treatments. So I do oil blends that's going to help the hair and help the scalp completely. So that's number 2, guys. Moving right along on this list, I've got number 3, vitamins. It starts from the inside and then it comes out. Not only you're beautiful on the inside, but you need to be healthy on the inside. So I personally take a vitamin that is focused on hair growth and slowing down hair loss. I'm probably going to do a video reviewing this one, but the one that I personally use is called Hair Fact. It is a internationally based vitamin, but it is amazing. It helps to balance so much on the inside. But I warn people, when you take hair growth vitamins, the focus is growing hair. It's not specific. So you're going to grow hair everywhere. If you are a person that waxes your eyebrows a lot, you're probably going to be waxing them a lot more. But those vitamins, you want to make sure that you're looking at things like biotin for hair, the skin, the nails. But I also caution my clients, you can overdo it with the vitamins. So I always recommend someone to start off by getting a nice physical. Take a look at where they are deficient at. So if you have a vitamin deficiency, you're going to want to only focus on those vitamins specifically to make sure that you're replenishing what you need. Overall general nutrition is healthy hair following. All right, guys, so that's number 3. Now, number 4, plenty of water. When you are dehydrated, your body gets dehydrated. I'm not saying that just because you drink gallons of water, now all of a sudden your hair is moisturized. Please, that is a big debate in the industry itself. But you want to make sure that you are hydrated. That comes along with the health. So when you're drinking plenty of water, at least 64 ounces every day, technically, you're supposed to take your body weight and divide that into half. And that's how many ounces you're supposed to drink. And so that's one thing to keep in mind. You have to make sure that you're drinking the right type of water. You hear people talk about alkaline water. You have to look at different types of water. Another talk we're going to have is water in itself, because one thing I tell people, like when you're washing your hair, that has a lot to do with the water. If you have iron or well water, yes, I said iron, y'all. I'm a little bit country sometimes, so y'all might hear that twang. I like to say southern. I'm southern. But water has a big thing. What goes on the inside is important to your hair, and then what goes on the outside. So water is one of the major things to talk about when you have healthy hair. So last one, number 5. I need you guys to limit your heat styling and those drying hair products. It's kind of a 2-for-1 thing. How you take care of your hair is going to mean if you have hair on your head. That's what I meant. So we want to make sure that we're limiting. How often do you heat style? What kind of degrees do you put that on? I jokingly but seriously say, you bake cookies on 350 degrees, no higher than that. So, I mean, keep in mind what you're going to be baking your hair at. So, one of the things that you look at is your styling tool itself. What is it made of? What is it going to protect? How old is it? Does it have coating on it? Is it clean? All of those things are factors with your heat styling. How frequently are you doing that touch-up? A lot of people talk about heat damage, and sometimes it's the stylist that's doing it, and sometimes it's you guys. I only touched it up, blah, blah, blah. But that's one thing to keep in mind. How often are you doing this? But then you put in the other factors like using heat protectants. I like to say you want to put a layer in between so that you're burning off those products and not burning your hair. So you guys, when you're thinking about products, of course we're going to look at ingredients. I'm actually working on some formulations right now, so I'll be giving more details on product ingredients and things that should and should not be in the different hair care products that you use, and just general overall. But when you're looking at your products, you want to make sure that you're using it correctly for you so that it's not drying out your hair. You can't use conditioner for everything that you do. You can't actually use styling products for every single thing that you do. So keep that in mind. And like I said, you guys, these are just the basics. Healthy hair does take work to keep it up. But the thing is, when you have a great foundation for your hair, the sky is the limit. So I definitely will continue to share with you guys some great tips. And like I said, please like, share, and subscribe. And as I continue to build my library, I would love for you guys to tell me what things you are looking to know about. Of course, there's going to be some visuals that I'm going to be putting up for you. I'll also have like some hands-on things where I'm going to show you how to do. And there's so many different areas that I love to learn and continue to educate with. So as I get knowledge, I'm going to share it with you. I love to pour into people, and so I'm going to continue to pour through this page. So my beautiful people, you guys enjoy your day, and thank you for listening. You're so beautiful, sincerely beautiful. So tell me what you wanna know.